Hello everyone, this is Dr. O, your Deficiency-Free Survey Coach. Today we're going to be talking about investigation of alleged abuse. So we're going to be focusing on staff to resident allegation of abuse. If your resident comes to you and said that she was abused by a staff member, how do you investigate it? So first of all, if the staff member is still there, you move the staff member immediately from the resident. Once you get that done, you assess the resident, make sure there's no bruises or ecchymotic areas. Then you get statement from the resident. Ask the resident what really happened. So after the resident tells you what happened, you talk to the roommate, because most of the time I've noticed that people always forget to talk to the roommate. If the roommate is interviewable, but if the roommate cannot recollect what happened, then there's no need. You just document that roommate is not interviewable. Although sometimes we may think that the roommate doesn't know what's going on, but they can tell you what happened. I've had an incident where the roommate is totally out of it. But during the investigation, we still went ahead and asked her and said, what really happened here? She said she hit her. She knew that she hit her. Yes, her mental status is not 100% intact. She has not been really coherent, but she was able to verbalize that she hit her. So always remember to interview the roommate. Do not send the staff member home, please. A lot of time I've seen people do that. They just send the staff member home. No, before you send anybody home, you need to make sure that you get statement from the staff member. And not just getting their statement, read the statement to them. Make sure that that's what they really wanted to write. And ask them questions, not just statement. Because when you read that statement, you will see that some things just doesn't jive. We are not investigators, but after a while, you can really tell when somebody is trying to hide something from you. So when you read the statement, you ask questions. Oh, Jones, I really don't understand. What do you mean by this? What do you mean by that? Can you explain to me further what you was trying to say about this? Make sure you get a good, accurate statement right there before they go home. Because what happens half of the time is after they go home, then they think about it. Then when you call them to come back to the facility to give you statement, they just give you whatever their mind have already told them at that point. But if you get them right away before sending them home, you have chances of getting at least statement that you can say, okay, this is fair enough. So you have to notify your administrator and your DON. You have to notify the physician, the family member, of course, DPH, which some people call DOH, Department of Health. You have to let them know what happened. And mind you, you know that the regulation have changed. Before you had a little bit time to notify DPH. Now you don't have such a long time to notify them. So immediate notification after you know what happened, after you have an idea what happened, please. Don't forget to interview other staff members that may know what happened or what transpired. Then, depending on your state, you notify the police. And if possible, do not send the staff member home before the police comes to your facility. Yes, keep them there, you're gonna pay them, but you rather pay them to get accurate statement than to not pay them, state comes back and give you deficiency for incomplete investigation. So please, when you notify the police, if possible, like I said, keep the staff member until the police comes. Then after the police interview them, then you can send them home if that's your policy. But if your policy is to change the assignment, then you can move them to another unit. So please make sure you follow your facility policy. But a lot of deficiencies are coming from resident abuse that is not thoroughly investigated. So when you do these investigations, take your time. If there is other staff members that work on that unit, again, you need to get their statement, the charge nurse, everybody. Don't be afraid to collect data, because you rather get statement on those things than not to get statement and get deficiency again for incomplete investigation. Once you do all this, you know exactly what to do. Then, of course, care planning, you review the employee's file, which I'm going to talk about employee's file on another video, what you're looking for, and so on and so forth. I hope you like this video. I have an audit for you guys for investigating staff to resident abuse. So please feel free to join us if you're not a member yet at www.deficiency-free-survey.com. And like this video, be safe, and thank you for all that you do. I will talk to you next time.